out here not popping punani, so that makes you a hoe. You be out. You be out. We ain't claiming that over our life. I rebuke that in the name of the Lord. You can idolize good things. What's up, Vice Gang? I'm Cheyenne. I'm back with another video. Period. We're hopping straight into it today, y'all. Go ahead and get y'all moo-moos out or a glass of wine. We're talking about loneliness in the holiday season, and the reason why I wanted to make this video is because I know a lot of us women, especially the women that be girl bossing. You don't even have to be a boss. You can be a corporate girly that, you know, have your high paying corporate job, and right now it's just difficult in this season when it comes to dating because you feel like you did all this work on yourself and you know you're doing good, and then you're that girl, but like the guys in this generation right now, or the times that we live in right now, it making us lose hope because, you know, and not all of it is the guys. Some of it be us too, because a lot of us are operating off of past trauma. And I've also been hearing like this saying that they raise the girls and love on the guys. So that's why that's like another thing. And then other terms like love bombing. Like we're getting smarter when it comes to these things, but I feel like sometimes we do too much. And really being honest, especially if you're a woman of God, certain things it's going to be difficult. We understand why he's telling us to do these things, but it's just harder. Like everything is just harder. So I just wanted to tell you guys just different things that I'm learning, you know, along this process and during this process, because I was good all year. Until this season started to come, because you know the weather is cold now. It's like, you know what, having a cuddle buddy sounds pretty good right now. You can idolize good things, and that right there that's something that's extremely important, because sometimes we don't know, like in our head, marriage and you know having kids and all of that is an amazing thing. And also, and it's another thing with having kids too, like sometimes we also feel like we want to have kids, but it's like, do you really, or do you really want to have kids, or are you doing it because society is saying if you don't have kids, you're nothing? Like, I feel like I've been in this. I'm not only speaking for, I'm talking to also me right now, y'all. I'm not just trying to give y'all advice. I'm talking to myself right now. I also feel like I've been in this thing where it's like, okay, do I really want to have children for me, or like because society pushes that? And I feel like we've also been living in a state of comparison, because it's amazing to have generation to come, but sometimes, you know, some people are meant to stay single. And that's when I realized that you can idolize something good, because it comes to a point where you think that God, that good thing would make you better than a lot of people. Like I know some married people or some people that are in a relationship, they tend to speak down on the people that are single or in their single season, because they think they all that because they're in a relationship. Like you have to do what works for you. I remember I was getting advice with someone that was married, and then what I wanted to get advice from them because, you know, they're married and stuff like that, and that's a goal of mine. But then I sat and realized I don't want their marriage. Their marriage is something like some things that person tolerates. I don't want that for me. And yes, being in a marriage and stuff like that, it sounds cool, but you have to know what you're willing to put up, because you guys are, you know, one. Here's another thing. Say for example, some people idolize their virginity, so it's to the point where they feel like, you know, I'm a virgin, I'm out here not popping punani, so that makes you a hoe. You be out, and now they think they're superior to that than that person, when it's like we're all the same people. It's not to devalue the person that's, you know, a virgin, but where it comes to left is where you think you're better than somebody just because you're upholding these things. Now that's where you F up at. That's where you F up at. And I had to have a talk with my nieces, and I had to have a talk with myself too, because I also felt that when it came with certain family members, they felt like I was judging them, and they wouldn't want to even talk to me about certain things anymore, because I came from, it's one thing to be honest, because I also feel like in this generation, people are too sensitive. It's important to be honest. It's one thing to be honest, but it's one thing to be like shady and rude about it. You can still be honest without being rude about it. It's a science to it. I'm still learning. Comparison, it's what gives us an identity crisis, because we think everything's supposed to be like the way that they make it. You find your own identity in God. And I'm not gonna sit here and try to be all spiritual, and I'm not telling you to settle either, because a lot of people, here's what happened: they let the age, they let everything else that the world is saying kind of like dim their light. Like I'm probably being too strict. I'm probably being too strict for real. So now I'm just gonna settle or whatever, and still end up settling with a freaking counterfeit. Something else that I'm learning in this season is that I've been feeling like Christianity low-key has been boring. And the reason why I say this is because now I am starting to develop the fear of God. And I like it, but I don't, because it makes me feel like, dang, like, is everything a sin? That's not how God wants you to view it. I'm kind of rambling right now, but the girls that get it, get it. All in all, when it comes to feeling lonely in this season, I want you guys to change your perspective. Change your perspective completely. Instead of looking at people on social media like, oh, you know, looking at the bad things, oh, we're effed, this generation. That's what the devil wants to do. This generation of guys, all of them is sassy and stuff like that. That's what the devil wants you to believe. He wants you to believe that there is no hope. But in my church lately, we've been reading Revelations. And with reading Revelations is not here to scare us. It's here to prepare us and for the battle that's already won. We already won the battle.
Period.
We already won the battle. The devil is a mad ass, stinking ass, copycatting ass nigga. He mad. So what he going to do? He's going to come for his for God's loved ones even more. So he's going to come to a point where it's going to be to a point where he's going to try his best to make us believe like there's no good guys out here. There's no the generation is corrupt with all of these things. He's going to use the government and all of that. All of these things that's happening right now, he's using that so that we can like not believe. And I've been knew that. It's just that sometimes it's hard to believe, but the battle is already won, y'all. That's what I just want to really sit here and say. The battle is already won. We are gonna get our husbands, and I want you guys to remain hopeful. Instead of being like, oh, I'm so sad, I'm so lonely in this season, I want you to be like, I can't wait to meet my future man. Now, I'm not telling you to idolize the good things, but what I'm really telling you in this video is to dead ass give it to God. And it's really hard. It's easier said than done, but little things like gratitude is what's going to help us stay locked in this season. Okay? That's why in my soft life planner, if you guys want, you guys can go check it out down below. I also have you guys can go check it out down below. I write down things that I'm grateful for right now. And I'm not saying for you to just write down what you're grateful for just to be like, oh yeah, I'm grateful for this. You have to claim it and understand that you're living in an answered prayer right now. Your room is an answered prayer. Your car is an answered prayer. The fact that you got accepted into school is an answered prayer. You're living in an answered prayer right now. So all of this lonely talk, of course, God wants you to wants you to be with somebody, or of course God wants you to focus on yourself. Not everybody is going to be married, which is true. Cause I ain't gonna lie, I was sad when I heard that. But sometimes you better off staying single than to deal with the misery. That you possibly could be going through. I'm sorry y'all if I sound illiterate or whatever, because I'm trying my best to get better with speaking. Still remain open, still remain witty, and I'm not even gonna claim that it's a double fault. Sometimes it really is our fault, but because sometimes, I'm not saying we too picky, but I'm saying right now this is the season where we gotta work on. Sometimes we be in the house too much, and it's not saying that that's a bad thing. It's a good thing to be in the house, but maybe you gotta perfect the skills of networking to different people. Maybe you gotta perfect the skill of communicating, because some of us, we get a person, we just don't communicate back, and that's like our issue. And communication is very key. So use whatever skill, and it don't even gotta show up in relationship. Maybe you even a person that you're probably like an opportunist. You just go and network with people. You're outgoing and stuff like that, but it's always something that they gotta give, and the person gotta give to you, and you don't give back to them, and that's probably what's stopping you from attracting the guy that you want, because you still have to work on stuff like that. So if you get it, you get it. Work on different things within yourself right now, and change the perspective in your mindset. And I'm telling you, God got somebody prepared for you, okay? Don't let the devil try to shake you out. This is why he's a mad ass nigga. And it's not only the devil, you have to work on yourself too. So yes, y'all, that's my video. Please do not forget to like, comment, subscribe. If you're new here, hey girl, you can go ahead, binge watch all of my videos, all of my girl talks, and once you fall in love with me, hit that subscribe button. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.